Okay, I know. This is really not normal for me. I'm just going to finish this. We're going to finish this game today. I am bound determined to finish it. And I want to finish it. I'm back from work here a little earlier than I anticipated. I will give people a little bit more of a chance to show up for this ending, but I don't expect people to show up. Like, I don't expect it, because I'm not usually live during these hours. Unless it's like a Zooter or something. Or if I'm making an exception for like a race, like a Zooter race. I'm literally just going to finish this. Oh, hey, Bullseye, you showed up. Hi. I wasn't expecting people, but I'm happy. Because I don't normally do this. I usually do one stream in a day, but I wanted to finish this. How was work? Okay, so work was actually fine tonight. Wasn't too bad. It was smooth. There weren't too many issues. It was fine. I came home with a headache though, unfortunately. I don't know why. But I don't worry, I took some ibuprofen for it. So I should be fine. I should be fine to finish this. And I'm very excited to finish it because it's been long. This playthrough could have gone another 10 hours easily. This playthrough could have gone another 10 hours if I actually went and I went over and I did like, if I went and I, decided to uncover whatever this area is and over here, whatever all that might be, or whatever's down over here. Like, look at that. Like, I think that's still more area here or something. I don't know. And like, if I had gone and actually talked to this dude, this stranger dingus here, and if I had actually finished this one here, Charlotte, this could have gone another 10 hours if I had continued the way I was, but I really just needed to finish this game. And don't get me wrong, it's not because I didn't want to just finish it just because I wasn't having fun with it anymore. It's more that I have to move on from it because I want to play more Pokemon Let's Go, and Smash is next Friday. So I gotta have, because I know I just won't have the time at all to continue at the pace I was. So I had to. This game is huge. This game is huge. And I think part of it is because it's so huge because they make you ride everywhere. There's no easy fast travel, and it makes it take even longer than it should. But that's sort of why I like the Yakuza games so much more than like traditional open world games, is because those the cities in those games, it's Kamurocho. Kamurocho is always like just small, compact. You get to the things you want to do quickly. Like, even if you don't fast travel in those games, like, you get to do all the side content in those games in a reasonable amount of time. But this could have easily taken me, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know how long we've been playing this as it is, like, how many hours I put into this as it is, but, like, the average thing that people were saying pre-release was that it was 60 hours for the story or something, and I feel like that's as much as I've played already, and I didn't even, like, I wasn't even trying to do all the side content, so, yeah. Yeah, stream value logic, exactly. That's part of it, I will admit that, because like, a lot of people now, I think, with this game, have moved on to the online on Twitch, or will be. So the single player aspect is plummeting, and I've personally, I've streamed enough of it. Like, we're finishing it. I made the exception for it to stream it because I figured it would take me too long to play it off stream, and I thought it would be good to play through it on stream because it's fun, it was funny, good story, fun characters, maybe a little too long in the tooth in some areas, but and it's still comfy. Yeah, it's been very comfy. I've enjoyed. I really enjoyed it a lot. Like, I've really enjoyed it a lot. Like, it's been fun. Yeah. So, let's just slowly ride over to the mission. I'm assuming this is the last mission. I felt so mad and annoyed that it was the last, like, it's potentially the last mission I had to bail on before going to work, but, it is what it is. You know, here we are. I don't know how long this is going to take. Then again, the credits are probably going to be 30 minutes long on their own, because, like, this game is so huge. They were working on it for, like, I want to say almost 7 years? At least? Something like that? 5 years? I don't know. So, it's probably going to be huge credits. We're going to have lots of time to talk about it during the credits. So this second part of the stream today will probably be shorter, obviously, than earlier today, but it's super weird. I normally don't do this, but I have seen, you know, I've seen people do something like this where they're like, oh no, I can't finish it, and then, like, they'll continue it, you know, the same day, like, later, or something. So, I didn't realize I was supposed to go in the house, but yeah, we're going into the house.
But deep inside, he missed the dragons almost as much as they gave him nightmares.
So I think this is the last mission. Before we cut, what I did before this was we went on a little date with Abigail, and Marston proposed to her. And she accepted the proposal. They were out on the lake, and he proposed to her with the ring that Arthur gave him. And now this one, all we know is that it's just checking in on my family. It's called American Venom. And I'm assuming it's the last mission. I'm not 100% sure, because this game has been doing that to me. So, we're gonna find out.
Zoya raised 7 happy children, and none of them ever knew that their father had once been the bravest warrior in the world. The end.
I love it. I truly love it. Abigail, dear, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Away with you, you no-good parasite. You cook.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
John, come out here.
Hey, John. Abigail.
Say,
Charles. I found him. I
Oh.
found Micah.
no.
Micah.
I got a lead. One of his boys wanted for murdering a woman. Been seen drinking in Strawberry. If we can get to him, he'll lead us to Micah. But I gotta go now. You coming?
No. He's not coming.
I will.
That's your business. His business is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ride with you.
No, I'm begging you. No! You risk all this? For what? For Micah?
All this wouldn't exist if it weren't for Arthur, Sadie, and all the folks as fell. If I let him go, this place ain't no more real than one of Jack's dragons.
I'm begging you.
And I'm begging you to understand. This is it. This
Keep
is
in mind, he just proposed to her,
Please try to.
and she just
I
accepted
ain't
the
got
proposal.
no other choice. Keep an eye on
And
the place for me.
he's doing this. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I mean, like, he kind of has
Let's go
to do
kill
it.
this son of a bitch then.
He kind of has to do it. Like, he has no real choice in the
Let's get to
matter.
Strawberry before he dries out.
But still, you know, it's still, you know,
Which one of my
like,
boys is it?
just proposed to her.
Which one was
In the
Creed?
context of
The
these
big one
things,
or
it was
the
like,
little one?
I guess maybe like a
one
day
with the
ago
rat
or
face.
2 days ago,
My
he just
memory is
proposed
they
to
both
her.
had rat faces.
The little bastard with the rat face then.
Him? Yeah, he'll talk.
You're
I
damn
think
right
she's,
you
I think it's not because she's
will.
afraid
We
of,
owe this to Arthur.
I mean,
Revenge.
I think it's not because she's
That might
afraid
be
of
something we
Micah
could have
specifically. I
understood.
think she's just,
ain't just
I think she's,
revenge.
yeah, she's just
It's about
concerned with
stopping
John
them.
facing him.
I hear you're taking
And
bounties
what
now.
what could
And I
happen
hear
to
you're
John?
building
Like she's
houses.
just afraid of what it's
When
sort
I'm
of
not
like
killing old friends.
a tropey kind of characterization where
Nowadays,
it's
I'm
like
almost always killing old friends.
she's afraid
Old
that
friends and new.
that she could
Ain't that right,
lose
John?
the one person she
Seems that
loves,
way.
that
You
kind of
interested
thing.
in bounty hunting, Charles?
So even if it seems like that John will be okay anyway, like even though John is supposed to be
No, that work ain't
or
for me.
appear to be this character
Uh,
that can handle things
think
and
I
handle
might get outta
himself,
here.
and
Go north.
and nearly
Canada.
survive every situation he's
woman.
been in, she's still
Start a
very,
family,
you know,
if I
she's
can.
still afraid that he
See
could
how that
he
life
could
is.
die one of these times that he goes out and does this,
I'd like
and
to
she
try
thinks
it.
this is that time that he's going to
John,
die, that kind
You've
of thing.
given him the family bug.
I thought we would have inspired him to a life
Like it was the
of
same thing
celibacy
with
and isolation.
when Sadie came before about that smaller thing, the smaller
I've been
bounty,
thinking I might get out of here too.
and
Down South America,
she
maybe?
was concerned even
It's
then
wild, but
and didn't
less
want him doing it.
mean, I guess.
She didn't want him doing
A
bounties at all.
reputation for a gold mine, or
So anything that would
up
put
with a
him
handsome
in
revolutionary. I don't know.
in
Something.
the line of gunfire, she did
Something
not
else at least.
want him to do.
That all sounds good.
Yeah, it all sounds real fine. But we got some business to
Because
take care
she
of first.
wants him to be alive because she's, you know, she's in love with him, and like they've got Jack. She can't just raise Jack by herself. And you know, Jack being without a dad is also kind of like, you know, in terms of raising a child goes, you know, you kind of, I mean, like it's better that you have a dad
Strawberry.
than you don't.
This is it. Really important
I mean,
fridge.
you certainly, you know what I'm saying. Like she's just overt. I wouldn't say overtly. I think it's justifiably
Charles, keep it the other
concerned.
side of the river. I'll stay on this one. If we meet in the middle, we would have covered most of the town.
If he's here, we'll get him.
Okay, let's go.
I kind of want to hold on. I gotta get my actual weapons, please. Yeah, thanks, game. Thanks for taking my weapons away again.
We looking for
by the
him?
way. All right. So yeah, she's ultimately.
Hey, Cleet! Been a while. Stop that
Cleet!
man! He's wanted for murder!
Cleet! It's Cleet! One of the dudes that Mike
Can't escape us, Cleet. Ain't no point in trying.
hired.
Where you
Oh,
running
what?
to?
Okay. This is a weird way to do this.
Hello, Clint.
Nice, Sadie.
Joan, you gonna take a turn?
Hey, we're old buddies, ain't we?
Sure, Sadie. With pleasure. Now, where's Micah?
Where's Micah?
Micah. Micah, I ain't seen him. Stop. No.
Give it to him.
Hey.
Anything short of killing will do.
Tell me!
Wait.
Where's Micah?
I don't know. I ain't seen him. We fell out.
You know what? I'm bored of this. Let's hang the bastard.
What?
Good idea.
Mmm.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Bring him up to the gallows.
Oh, my neck.
Here we go. You better tell us where Micah is.
Get him over
You know what's
here.
good for you.
Here we go.
I swear.
Climb.
Stop. No, you stay away.
Keep moving.
Listen to me.
Move.
Hold on. No.
You heard the lady. Get up there.
Come here, you bastard. Move it. Come on, move.
I'm kind of surprised there's at least no. I guess technically Sadie's part of the law. Technically,
All right, string the no-good murdering
I
bastard.
mean, I guess
up.
it's the Wild West, so I mean, tie the noose. Oh, all
Let's
right.
try this again. Where's Mike?
No, 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 no.
Where's Mike?
I already told you I ain't seen him.
You lie.
It ain't my fault. He tried to kill me.
Where's Micah?
Talk, or I'll pull this lever.
Talk.
No, 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 no. Stop! Wait. He's up in the mountains. I think he's up in Mount Hagen. He got a whole gang now. Bad man, doing bad things. I tried to stop him from murdering that little girl. We fell out. Honest. Please, I'm one of the good guys.
Hang him.
No.
Oh,
I told you.
nope.
Thank you.
See ya. Nope.
Well done.
Come on.
Take no
Hello,
prisoners.
West and Mount Hagen.
Nope. Nope. Anyone attached to Micah is dead. You're not
Okay,
surviving
listen.
this one.
It's a long ride. Let's finish this.
Micah, we're coming for you.
I'm sure if you do the sparing option, it's just you get a little bit of, you know, plus honesty. But that would be so lame if you did that. Like he deserves to die. I like this little montage here.
We all ready? This pass will take us up into the high mountains.
Lead the way.
See,
There's another
funnily, okay, so
watchtower
here's
up there they might
another
be using for
parallel,
a-
actually. Okay, so with Red Dead Redemption 1, at the end of the game, Marston is also chasing after Dutch in the mountains, in the snowy mountains. So this is another interesting little parallel here to how Red Dead Redemption 1 ends and how this game is ending.
There must be a sniper. Get in cover, quick.
You alive, Charles?
Just
John, be
Get into
careful.
cover.
Where is this bastard? Stay
Move from
low.
cover to cover with
We
Sadie.
gotta get closer to it. We'll move up. Up. We get the train.
Alright, jeez.
A bit of ground every time. Okay. Oh.
I got the high ground up here. Lots of bullets, canteen, and some jerk. You can try.
Stay behind there, John.
Son of a bitch!
Just ask your friend back
Yup, I'm moving.
Assistant, all right? Guess you ain't here by no accident.
I
Okay.
can lose you too. Get behind there.
Draw on fire.
You can move.
Bastard!
I'm pinning him down. Go.
Like how it's not letting me draw my weapon. Where is he? Oh, he's up there. I see. There we go. See ya.
Got it. Okay. Let's go back to Charles.
Did Charles get shot? Didn't even notice. He
Hey,
did.
you're okay. You're okay.
I will be. But go on now. Move fast. They'll come down that hill and kill us all.
Come on, John.
I don't want to leave him.
Hey, they know we're coming now. I will be fine. I'll follow you up. I just can't move fast.
Okay.
Come on, John.
Shit.
Alright. Poor Charles. We just reunited with him a little while ago. And then he gets shot.
Here they come.
Okay, come on.
It's killing. Knock up, Bale. Where
I
is
don't
they?
see them though. What the heck? Oh, there they are.
If you're riding with Micah Bell, you're a fool.
Up on the cliff!
See ya. Where? Oh, up there.
You pathetic bastards.
Ow.
Damn these fools. Anyone with Micah Bell is gonna get a bullet.
Alright, moving up, moving up.
There's a camp here.
It's not big enough.
This is very similar to the ending of Red Dead 1. Very, very similar.
Find that power Charles talked
Oh, she
about.
got in my way.
Okay.
Shooting this guy. Ow.
God damn ya.
Ah. Okay, where's the... here we go. He's like... Where? Did she get him? Oh, he moved? Alright. I know, Sadie. I'll see you, dude. He's rolling down the hill.
Shit, look out.
I can handle it. Come on.
She's... Look at her go! She was getting shot, even.
Keep pushing up!
Come here, you bitch.
Sadie, get your hands off her.
Dude, is one of them Dutch? No. Oh no! Of course. Of course. She gets stabbed. Because she's not in Red Dead Redemption 1.
You alright?
At least I don't think so.
You don't look too fine.
Come on.
You're bleeding pretty bad.
Ain't nothing.
You should sit down.
I'm fine.
You're dying.
I'll be fine.
Just sit. It's okay.
I ain't dying. I ain't.
I hope not.
I ain't dying. Just go get him. I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Okay. Charles, stay with her.
Charles, you worry about yourself. I'll be up there
Look who it
in a
is.
minute.
Ain't you got a habit of just going up?
But I got something to... That was John.
No more
We
mercy.
gotta be close. The fools are won.
We're going double. Revolvers here. Oh, I like how he's still alive, though. Alright, hold on a second.
I'm gonna watch your bastard ass cut down.
I never drank these, apparently.
Micah Bell.
I'm just here for Micah. Micah Bell. I'm just here for Micah Bell. I'm here to finish things. It's John Marston, Micah.
Gotta go with the dual wield here. Dual wield pistols. You got to.
Right when the turn comes.
It's too badass not to at the end here. Oh, there they are.
You were one sorry dead man.
Whoa, whoa, getting a little risky here. I gotta chill out. Hold on. Let's just chill for a minute. Let's regenerate this. Let's regenerate. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna wait until I have full regenerated health right now. It's alright. I don't want to die. Not when I'm trying to be, like, you know, a real badass here with the revolvers. It takes so long to regenerate your health, man. Do I not have anything else I can use? Yeah, it's Deadeye only stuff. Ugh, so we gotta wait. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good to proceed. Except my aim is so bad. See ya, nerd. Whoa. Who's shooting me still, though?
Micah.
Ugh. I have nothing else to heal with. That's so bad. I'm gonna have to take one of these.
Just make this quick, boy. Only want your head.
I'm chilling. Oh, frick! What? Well, there we go, dying. Ah, that's so annoying. Come on. Where did he even come from? Like, did he just spawn behind me?
Look who it is.
Oh, are you
Ain't got a habit
kidding?
of just showing up.
Are you freaking
I
kidding
got
me? I have to
something
do
to
this
take-
all over again. Ah, that's so irritating. Just die!
That was Joe.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm taking all this damage so early. Alright, we're gonna have to actually use our rifle then. Oh my gosh! What the heck? Why did they do so much damage in such a short amount of time? Wow.
Look who it is. Ain't you got a habit of just
That was Joe! We gotta be close! It's John Marston, Mike!
And then hide behind here, and then... Did that really not hit him?
I'm here to finish things!
They don't have my rifle out right now. Okay, now I'll put it out. What? Now who's hitting me? Oh, this guy.
You're right when the time comes! Any requests for the Undertaker? Where's Micah?
I have to take these again.
Micah! Micah Bell! I'm just here for Micah Bell! Your fools are worse! Micah, come out here!
Alright, he fell, and there's more coming.
Here for you!
We should be good this time, because I know what's coming ahead, but... It's still really annoying. Oh, what are you? What was he doing there? What the heck was he doing there? Hey, that guy was being a cheater. And then, like, there's a guy that's, like, up here. Right? He appears. I don't know where the other dingus appears. Okay. That's where. Frick you, game! Took so much damage. Where the heck is... Where am I? Oh my god. I'm getting shot at from the bottom still? Freaking god, dude. Oh, how annoying. Oh my gosh, now I gotta wait around again. Maybe they've got some health stuff on them or something. Yes, they do. Thank you. Okay. Let's go and loot the other bodies then. Just to be on the safe side. Alright, another health cure. Good. Oh, and another one. Should have just done this before. Alright. Let's go. Hopefully another dingus won't just show up and... Nice. Okay, they're dead. Oh, this guy. Alright, I should definitely use my tobacco.
Micah! Shit! Micah!
And then my... one of my health cures. Where's the other guy? I don't see him. Where? Where is this guy shooting me from? Oh, he's behind me? What? What the heck, dude?
Stick your head out, coward!
Oh, he's shooting from behind there?
You'll never get out alive!
I think so. Please give me another health cure, possibly.
Don't mind if I keep the boots.
Micah!
Now where? Oh, up there? Oh, I guess he's actually down there. Oh, hi. Are you... Why did that not hit him at all? I like how he's shouting Micah every time I kill someone, too. Got the boss man's house right down there.
Micah, you over there?
Is that it down there? Wonder why the trees are rustling there. It's a little weird.
Micah, if you're here, come out. Hello, Scarface. Did you miss me?
Not much.
Been a few years. How's that, whore of yours?
She's good. Didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you. But I felt different.
So it seems. Well, maybe after all this is over, I'll go pay her a call. And the boy.
Whatever you say.
Here we go!
I got more men coming, John! You should run away!
I look forward to meeting them.
What?
Run while you can, John. It's your only hope.
I'm just fine.
Okay, he just automatically goes behind the cover again?
It's
Why?
here. Come take a look.
No, I can't use Deadeye either. Oh, so that's because Sadie shows up?
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire. It's just like old times.
Come on. You turn around and start walking.
You got me. Just like old times. Hmm? All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello, son.
There he is! Dutch!
Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
I knew Dutch would be here.
Now, what were you saying?
What are you doing here, Dutch? Same as you, I suppose.
Dutch and I are teaming up once more. We got money. We got dreams. Join us, John. Join us.
Let her go.
Now I can't do that, John.
Dutch. Dutch, come on now. You shot at me, son. You started it. You betrayed me. I could say the same as you. I was trying to do my best. You just cared for yourself. I think differently.
Join us. Join us, John.
Let her go! She ain't well.
I don't want to kill you, John.
Arthur saved my life. More than once.
Arthur's been dead a long time. This is a new century.
Dutch. Dutch. We all did
I
our
like
best
this.
for you. Ain't our fault. Things turned out the way they did. Dutch, killing me won't solve nothing.
Put down your gun, Marston!
Say something, Dutch. Say something. I ain't got too much to say no more.
No! Now I wasn't expecting that to happen.
You shot me pretty good.
Ooh! Ooh! That's a gash if I'd ever seen one. How is he... How... That's ridiculous.
Thank you.
And there he goes, walking like a free
You okay?
man.
Fine.
You're crazy.
I hope so. Help me up.
Because he does not die until the next game.
Let's
I
go
mean,
get
well,
Charles.
not the next game. I mean,
There's money.
the,
Lots of
the
money.
first game.
In the cabin is Blackwater.
I'll go see.
Hurry up. I got a wedding I want to go to.
We did it! We killed Micah! We did it! The jerk is dead. The dirtbag is dead. He's gone forever. I wonder if you could shoot him more than
Jack, Uncle,
in the
come out
face, though,
here.
like I did. Probably. And everyone lived.
It's over, Abigail. It's all over.
I'm going to where the sun burns and the heat stays in. Come and come and lay by my side, right here, to where the
And that's it! Wow! Okay, it just ends just like that. Well, that was, that was a good ending. GG! We did it. So... I don't know exactly how many hours this playthrough was. I think it was like... I feel like it was closer to... I feel like it might be like 50 hours or something, is what I did. I'm not sure. We'll see when I make the collection. These last 3 streams, I think, were like... really just like beelining through the story, so... We'll see. But these credits are gonna be long, so we have time to talk. So... Okay, so... I typically... Oh wow, that's nice. You get little wedding scenes here. What happens after. That's nice. Look at that, the happy couple. Look at them. You know, it's also kind of weird that Western ends with a happy ending. Because, well, other than Arthur dying, because in Red Dead Redemption 1, it's a pretty sad ending, actually. It's a really sad ending. But I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't played it before. So, yeah, this game. So I've played GTA 5 before. I've played. I played Max Payne 3 from Rockstar before, and I think that's it as far as Rockstar games go for me. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 1, of course, as well. Red Dead 1, as well. Red Dead Redemption 1. The biggest thing that Rockstar's games fall into, or at least their more recent games that are open world, is that they waste a lot of your time with having you ride and drive everywhere. Like the game time is so bloated because of that. And I mean, part of it is because I do enjoy like running through to place instead of like fast traveling, because you can run into side stories, right? But a lot of the time the side stories are really not really out in the world. They're more like they start in the towns in this game. So it's you don't, I mean, as far as I can tell anyway. And then there's just the boring little random events they do. Oh, that's nice. That's also nice. Look at that little dance in there. And Charles is there, Jack and Uncle. That's nice. I think so. I don't really remember much of Red Dead Redemption 1 as far as how I played it. Other than, of course, I think I did ride everywhere. I don't think I really fast traveled too much in that game. And that was because, well, it was different. I wasn't streaming it, but I don't think I did all the side stories in that game either anyway, like all the stranger missions. I don't think I got all the stranger missions in that game, but it was a smaller map, so it wasn't like it was more like a 20-hour game than it was like this game. This game is really long. I feel like it overstays its welcome a little bit. Not a bad thing. I mean, it's kind of, for me personally, maybe it's a little bit of a bad thing. Like, a lot of the epilogue, like part 1, is, I feel like is padding. Like, it's to get you familiar with John and where he's at after everything, and it makes sense, but they could have just done, I think they could have just done like a montage of sorts and just had epilogue part 2. I think that would have been a lot better. Because you don't need to cover literally everything that happens, like how John gets to where he is before Red Dead Redemption 1, like before Red Dead Redemption 1 takes place. Like, you don't need to do that. We don't need to see every single thing. So I think that was one thing. Another thing about this game is, again, Rockstar loves their shooting galleries. Like, personally, I get, like, okay, so they design their games, from what I can gather, they design their games around the auto-aim they have in them. So, a lot of the time, they expect you to not be using free aim. And so they design it with that in mind. So you might have seen in this playthrough I was playing, where I was like struggling to see where enemies were and like you know, where they were placed, and that's because they design it to where if you just press L2, your character will, as long as they're, I guess, in your vision, in your sight, that reticle will automatically go to them. And you don't have to do any manual aiming at all with the normal default setting. So they balance it around that. They don't balance it around free aim. So free aim is a more frustrating experience because they don't design it around free aim. I will say that free aim is more fun because auto aim is really boring. But yeah, like a lot of their shooting segments are so, it's just so bad to play them in free aim. So that was the thing that I didn't really enjoy a lot. In fact, a lot of the gameplay, it's not like I hate the game. I like it. I liked it. I did. It's just, man, I just wish like those shooting gallery sections could be so much better than they are, and part of it's because the way they how the aiming works in this game and how shooting works in this game, and like their mechanics for shooting are worse than Uncharted. And Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, those games to a lot of people actually, for some reason people say this, those games, their shooting mechanics apparently are really poor, and I disagree with that. Like, they're like the best third-person shooters on the market in like the modern era, to me. I don't know how you can get better than Uncharted. You know, like what is Uncharted missing? This game does not. No, Rockstar's games don't have good game. I would say that, okay, I'd say they have, I think now they have good game feel, but the problem is I feel like I don't have complete control over my character the way I should. They sacrifice control over your character for realism and like more animations and things like that. And I don't really completely hate that idea, but that's what they prioritize. So, or they prioritize for this game anyway. GTA 5 was a little bit more arcadey, I guess, in that sense. I don't know who that was. I think that might have been, that looked like it was Grimshaw, but I don't really know. It was really weird. So, overall, I mean, if I was to give this game, I mean, like, there's definitely a lot of flaws with it. Like, it's not, I don't think it's, this game is not a 10 out of 10 game to me. No worries, Bullseye, you're fine. No worries. But yeah, this game is not a 10 out of 10 to me. And that's because, like, okay, the weird thing is it tries to be like Breath of the Wild with with uncovering the map as you go, but it's not really designed like that. Like, it's not really, they didn't really design it with that in mind from the start, I think. I think they must have added that, the map uncovering as you go. I think they must have added that in the last couple of years of development, because there's, like, Breath of the Wild, what Breath of the Wild does is it guides you with interesting landscapes to get you to go somewhere you haven't been to or you want to explore. This game doesn't do that. You know, the way I had to explore the map was I had to say, okay, I'm gonna go this way and mark it on my map and go that way. And just hope that something was there. And there's a few towns in this game, and, you know, I really think this game would have benefited from that kind of design where you have actual landscapes that are interesting to want to get you to go there, and actually explore more, because I really feel like when they have, like, the actual trails, the road trails, you want to follow those more than you want to go off the beaten path. Because the beaten path, there's really just a lot of trees and barrenness, whereas, like, in Breath of the Wild, there is some of that, but there's also the more interesting landscapes in that game. So, I don't think it does that well on the exploration aspect as it could have. And like I said, the shooting was, ugh. Like, if I played auto-aim the whole way, I probably would have had a better overall experience. But I played free aim because, again, auto-aim is boring. Like, it's boring, but it's the way they designed the game. And that's how they've been designing their games since, God, I don't know, I guess since GTA 4. Like, I think since GTA 4 they've had auto-aim as the default, which is, I think, really messed up. That's just how they do it, though. Anything else I want to say? Story was good. I do think there was a little bit of meandering around early on. Like, it takes a while to get started in this game. I really think Red Dead Redemption 1 does a good job in getting in when it gets started. I think it takes, like, 1 hour maybe in Red Dead Redemption 1 to actually pull you in. But this game, I think it was, like, not until, like, hour 15 that I was actually pulled in. Like, I think it was, like, after Chapter 2 or something like that. Or it was, like, Chapter 3. I guess it was, like, Chapter 3 is when things were starting to get good. Or no. I think it was Chapter 4. Yeah, it was Chapter 4 where things were starting to get good. And that's a lot of time. I think that's, like, God, I think that's, like, 20 or 30 hours into the game. So, yeah, like, and that sucks, because it's true that a lot of that time at the start of the game is to build up your relationships with Dutch and Charles and learning all these characters and everything, but I feel like they could have done a much better job, because there's a lot of meandering, really. I mean, part of that's because of Dutch's character, I guess, where he's like, we gotta follow the plan. I have this plan. And he reiterates that throughout the game. And everything. So, I don't know what they could do to fix that with what they were trying to do, but maybe the thing to do would have been to, instead of, like, have all this meandering around, maybe, like, have it take more advantage of the side story stuff they had, like the mandatory side stories they had going, where you interacted with a few characters, like you did a few things with them on the side while you still had main stuff to do. That whole aspect dropped off after chapter 2 or 3. Or no, after chapter 3, I think. That whole aspect just dropped off completely. Oh, nice. Pearson is working at the working at a general store, I guess. That's cool. I guess maybe Miss Grimshaw didn't actually die. Maybe she actually lived. Maybe that's what happened. But sorry I haven't been paying attention to some of the where they're showing some of the characters have where they went, but I'm just sort of going over what my overall thoughts and impressions of it now that I've finished it. So if I were to give this some kind of rating, I would say it's more like maybe a 3.5 out of 5 or just like a 3 out of 5. There's a lot of good things the game does, and there's a lot of bad things the game does. I think one of the biggest problems is the lack of fast traveling whenever you want. They only let you fast travel via trains or stagecoaches. In Red Dead Redemption 1, you could fast travel using your camp, where then you could place that anywhere you wanted. So that's a big one. I think a lot of the focus on I think the game just takes too long to get actually interesting. And I only stuck with it because of the characters. That's like the only reason. And like that's the thing about this. I think they made the story where it was like a character-driven story. Like more of a character-driven story than an actual story. Like, you know what I mean? And that's fine. That's fine. Like I enjoyed it for that. But I think a lot of people, while maybe not truly the case, but I think a lot of people, I could see plenty of people like dropping this game because there's no actual story to push them along. You know, like because there's a lot of nothing that happens. Like you feel like something is about to happen, and then it like the rug gets pulled out from under you, and it doesn't actually happen, and a character dies, for example, instead. I mean, I even feel like Hosea died super early in the game. Like, when you think about it, like, he died super early. Like, and I don't think we spent as much time with Hosea as we could have, and I really think he died too early. I don't know. So I would say I'd probably give this game like a 3 out of 5, honestly. Although I will say there at least isn't a section of the game that's like Red Dead Redemption 1's Mexico. Like, in terms of being, like, just a section that gets inserted and you have sort of, like, lost the plot on where things are supposed to be going. At least that isn't in the game. Like, there is Guarma, but that doesn't overstay its welcome. That's the difference. And then, oh yeah, you know, so the other thing was that Rockstar just does a lot of, they do a lot of scripted stuff. Like, they have an open world, right? But you have to do it in this specific way with their missions. Like, they want you to do it the right way. So you can fail a mission if you don't follow somebody. You can fail a mission if you try to kill the person a certain way you weren't supposed to. You saw all those times in some of those missions where I was trying to do something else that is possible in the game, but it won't let you do it because Rockstar has to have it go this certain way because a cutscene has to trigger here in this spot. So that's annoying. In 2018, that's like, you know, that design is really old. And I hope in whatever next game they do, they change that. Because that's actually really, that goes against what open world is supposed to allow you to do. But maybe that's just because I'm used to playing, I don't know, maybe it's because maybe I'm just used to Breath of the Wild or something. No, that's not true. No, I think, no, other games aren't nearly as restrictive with their missions. Like this game was. Like, holy moly, this game is just like, ugh. Like, in that regard, it's ugh. But, I mean, I understand they want to tell the story a certain way. But they can't have the player go and do this stuff. I also feel like, again, the honesty system is completely pointless. It does not change things enough at all. Oh, there's Arthur's grave that Oh, is that Mary? I guess that's Mary. That's too bad. Dang. There she is. I would have liked it if that system actually mattered, like, more, like, you know? And, oh yeah, and the wanted system in this game is still trash. It's still total, I mean, okay, it's not as, I don't think it's as bad as GTA 5, where if you're able to actually hide from the law in this game, whereas in GTA 5, if you had like 5 wanted stars, police would just teleport in the area constantly. They would teleport wherever you were running around or driving. They would just teleport until you got out of the circle. In this game, at least, it seems like, from what I tried to do that one time with the train robbery, it seems like they actually stop respawning at a certain point, and they stop teleporting to your location. And they're not as, like, I guess, like, they're not as, like, sixth sense aware of where exactly you are. So, but it's still a trash wanted system. There's still, like, the fact that you can't do story missions when you're in the red, and, no worries, Propane Tank, you can, it's alright. You can watch the VOD. I had to do it now. I wanted to do it tonight instead of, like, you know, because there was only 1 hour left. So, like, that would have been silly to play this tomorrow afternoon, finish it tomorrow, and then switch to Let's Go. I don't really like switching games midstream. I don't. Yeah. There was that, and then the bounty hunters. I did not like the bounty hunter system. That's a bad thing they did. Like, it's cool, but, I think it's not done well. Let's Go. No, I'm gonna play Let's Go tomorrow. This was just a bonus thing because I wanted to finish Red Dead. I need to chill and relax once these credits are done. But I will be live with Let's Go tomorrow afternoon. I do? Thank you. Yeah, so I'll be doing, so the other day I did, off stream, I went and I got a, 5 perfect IV Weedle, so I can have a really good Beedrill, and I got its, stats up, you know, maxed out with the candies. I did that off stream, and so first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna, plan is to fight the Weedle Master Trainer, and then the Kakuna Master Trainer, and the Beedrill Master Trainer, see if we can beat that one. If not, then I'll just, I'll work on another Pokemon, I think, after that, and, oh, well, maybe I'll also fight, Red, Blue, and Green finally, too, because I haven't done that either. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I have to work all day Saturday and Sunday, so no stream then until next Monday, which I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do next Monday. I'm leaning on a Zooter, possibly, but, probably, like, over the weekend, I'll do some more, I'm trying to build that Poison team pretty quickly so I can actually do some online battles on stream. Because I figure if I try to do all of it on stream, then it'll take too long. Before Smash comes out, because I don't want to I don't want to just suddenly drop Pokemon. I'm not going to. I'm gonna swap between those 2 games and then probably Zooter for the next couple weeks. But yeah, this game, I enjoyed it a lot. It may not seem like it because I just, you know. Yes, I am planning to do that, Propane Tank. I am planning to do that. Subs will get priority, but any viewer I will play against. at the time. That is the plan. I am going to... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna have to unlock all the characters. So, I'm probably gonna do some classic mode stuff, and, random versus matches, just to try and get everybody before I actually start doing viewer battles. I don't know if I will play World of Light, like, that first weekend or not, or something. I don't know. But I definitely want to do, some classic modes and unlock all the characters really quickly. Have I played PM at all in last year? No. I haven't played PM since, like, 2014? Or something like that? In terms of Smash, I haven't played Smash in, like, a year and a half, I think. I got burnt out on Smash, surprisingly. So I haven't played it. But I still have, it's not like I've lost my skill or anything. I will still be good at the game. Good in terms of, like, above average at least. So it'll still be a good time to play against me. And stuff. And I'll be playing a lot of different characters. Like, I'm probably not gonna have an actual main in that game, truth be told. And we got more credits here. Nice. Thank you, Bullseye. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good watch, this game. I thought it was. I mean, it sucks. I had to, sort of, like, I took so long with it, but I didn't think the game was actually going to be close to 60 hours. I thought they were exaggerating it. So, this game felt a lot longer than Yakuza when I play Yakuza and I do all the side stories. That's the weird thing, and I feel like this game factually, statistically, I did not actually take, like, 60 hours to play it, or 70. Like when I play Yakuza and I go for all the side stories. Main Kirby. Well, I mean... Oh, man. Still lots of side content, apparently. I know... So I never ran into the KKK, but I know they're in the game. I've seen the video that you can kill them. I know that's probably one of the extras there. But it's just, it's such a huge map. The odds of running into that little specific random event is very low, I think. Unless you're just, like running through all the side paths, you know? Which I didn't do, like I said. Like, when as a player, when you see those trails and you're like, you put a waypoint down, you're gonna follow the trails over going off the beaten path in this game because of what happened to me with the bounty hunters. I'll have to check that out, yeah. And I also want to find out if Arthur dies a different way if you choose the other option, or what the mission, what changes about that. Also, I don't know if you were here, Bullseye, when this happened, but we got a letter from Mary, and there was no third mission with her. So literally that decision I made to spend time with her did not matter. Unless there was, like, a secret thing I missed, there was no actual third mission with her. Despite the fact that I made the decision to help her that second time. So that I found to be lame. Like, that I decided, I mean, okay, yes, the option was to basically whether or not I wanted to do that actual content, that second mission there, but it sucks there wasn't a third mission with her. Like, I thought there was more progression with her still if you made that decision to help her. Okay, Okay. That's so... Like, I read the letter, obviously. That's why I was, like, kind of feeling it was kind of lame. But basically, my point was, yeah, like, I was right in the sense that if I didn't do that, then I'm missing content. And there was also another thing I said no to for, like, a main mission thing. I don't know if it mattered. I don't know if it... I don't know... I don't know if it actually mattered, because I feel like we actually did the mission anyway, but I'm not sure. But I told no to Charles about something, as far as, like, helping him goes, and I forget... I forget what it was specifically, but it was tied to a main mission, I think, and I don't know if it actually mattered, me saying no, other than the possibility of just missing out on more content. Yeah, helping the eagle flies, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that was just to give you the option to just warp to the next story mission, or what. See, I forget if it was either helping them or speaking to Rainsfall. I think speaking to Rainsfall, we did already, like, we did, that was a thing we did. I think that happened after, or something. I don't know. I had to look through and find out if that decision actually mattered. There's a lot of things I want to look up. I'm gonna look up, and I'm gonna find out, and I'll probably talk about it tomorrow. I'll probably just mention it tomorrow as an aside. I'll be like, oh yeah, I looked up those things, and I'll probably say, oh, none of it actually mattered. Because whenever there's always these decisions in video games, it's one of two things. It's either it doesn't matter, or you're just missing out on content. And I hate it, especially when it's the latter, where you're just missing out on content and it's not actually adding anything to the game. Like, because think about it, if you have two choices, and, I mean, you're giving the player two choices, you would think that having both choices means, oh, there's a reason that they're giving me choice here, because there's supposed to be more content, in the sense that two choices means that there's two missions, or there's more, there's like, you know, you have additional story you can seek out on a replay or something, you know? But in this game, it's like, oh, for some of them, at least, it's like, oh, no, you're just choosing to not do this content at all, and it doesn't change the story or anything. It's just like, I hate that. I actually hate that, and that's, I don't know what other games have done that, but I know it's happened before. Like, I don't like that. I like it when it's actual, like, it actually gives you a reason to make that decision. And then sometimes in this game, it's also just tied to the honor system, and it's like, the honor system doesn't really actually matter, other than, I guess, for if more bounty hunters show up or something. Which, that only happens if you're being completely, you know, a complete jerk to everybody. And wreaking havoc. So, I mean... Oh, you know what else also really disappointed me about this game was the lack of bank robberies. The two we did in the game, one was very straightforward and it was fun. The other one we did, we didn't actually get away with anything. It was interrupted and we didn't actually take the loot. So that was disappointing. And it also wasn't even that extravagant, or like, extravagant in the sense that it wasn't, I guess I should say, not extravagant, I guess I should say elaborate. There should have been more robberies and crimes. I feel like, when you're doing a Western, I feel like you should have more of those things. Like, I think it's because a combination that they spent too long on the character-driven aspect of the game. That, I think, is what happened here with the lack of, like, robberies and crimes and bank robberies and stuff. That, I think that's what happened. They focused so much on these characters that they were like scrambling to come up with ways they can use them, or they just struggled with coming up with not ways to use them, but I mean with scenarios to put them in that wasn't, you know, that like they just didn't they didn't I guess they just didn't have they couldn't slot in more robberies and crimes and stuff with the game. Because, like, you just have the 2 bank robberies, and, like, the way I look at it is those robberies and the bank robberies are, like, supposed to be a big deal, right? And, like, you could argue that the poker thing we did on the boat counts as one, but not really. It felt more like a standard set piece than anything else. A standard linear set piece.
Since you bought this
Oh.
millstone around our necks, we better try and keep this place going.
I paid our debts with that money.
I don't want to talk about that money. And no more of that.
It's over, Abigail.
I'm sure. Then get to work on this ranch you own and raising your boy.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you being sarcastic, John Marston?
Never.
Good.
Anyway, I thought you liked this place.
No, John, I don't like it. I love it. It's home.
Alright, that's it. Okay. I was like, what? I was like, what? There's more? Let me just see what else has appeared anyway before I actually end things. I just want to see if anything else has appeared. No, it's just the same 2 Stranger stuff I didn't finish. And, yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, that's cool. Does this... Let me see how many hours I actually put in. I think that 1612 is not accurate. No, that's just the time. Okay. Is there any way I can look at that? Let me just see. I'm trying to see progress? Yeah, that's the story 100%. No. Player. Does it say anything here? No, okay, that's that stuff there. I don't think I can actually find out through here. Let's see, not in settings. Yeah, it's not gonna be in settings. Social club probably won't do anything. Yeah, no. No, we don't want that. Well, that sucks. I can't actually, like, check. Okay, well, alright. So, as I said, fun video game. I had a good time. I know it sounded like during the credits I was complaining, but I was just giving... I was sort of just, like, giving what I had been thinking throughout the playthrough, like, there's never really a good, like, you can't really talk about all that stuff when you're playing the game too much. Like, you don't want to, I don't want to be too negative while I'm playing it, and I was having a good time. Again, it's not like I hated the game or I disliked it. There's a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. And I forget, what else? Oh yeah, I was talking about the choice thing and whatnot. Yeah, there should have been, like, the choices should actually matter for a game like this if they're gonna do it. Right, now I remember. The Infamous series, which is a, exclusive, Sony IP franchise, the game where you're playing as a guy that's kind of like a superhero. That series is infamous for giving the player choice on a lot of things, and in those games, it also doesn't really do it well either. Like the way choices work in those games, it's just a different mission. And you can affect the main character, whether he's good or bad, but then ultimately, all that leads to is just a different ending. Like, none of the actual story itself changes. It's just a different ending. So it's almost like you could have those choices, but they're really there just to act as window dressing for different missions that you're choosing to do, as opposed to actually mattering for the story at the end. Because everything literally plays out the exact same, except you've done either something good or something bad. But the overall story plays out the same, and then the endings, you're just basically choosing the ending at the end of the game. Like, the only you can't choose the other ending if you've been good or bad the whole way through is if your meter is like pure evil or if your meter is pure hero in those games. So you're locked into what you're doing. But if you play, I think, like completely neutral in both those games, I believe you can just choose the other ending. I think that's how it works in that, and it's really funny. So like it doesn't even really matter basically. So that's sort of the kind of, that's sort of where I come from, because I played those games, and that's sort of where I got the whole thing about like, oh, if you're gonna have choices, then it should mean like different content or more content, and not take away content. But the way they do it in those games like isn't exactly how I want it. Like the story isn't affected, so that's kind of bad. It's really just the missions that you end up doing. So, that's sort of where I'm coming from with that. And like I'll totally understand for this game, like why the choice with Arthur probably doesn't actually change too much. I'm sure it's just about getting John to where he is, and then I think instead of having the encounter with Micah and Dutch, you probably have an encounter with the Pinkertons. That's probably what happens. That's my hot guess. But yeah, there's just so many things I could talk about with this game because it was so long. It was so long. Was there anything else I wanted to say before I stopped? I covered the Wandered system. I covered the bounty hunters. Those were a pain, alright? At first it was cool, but then they started just getting on my nerves. And that's sort of what put me off from wanting to explore the game. Because they would just show up and ruin whatever the heck I was doing. Or they would stop me from doing stranger missions and such. Because you are wanted for doing nothing. The bounty hunters are after you. You know, that kind of thing. So, that was annoying. So, I could ramble probably for another 30 minutes, but I think I'm just gonna stop there. I had fun, enjoyed it. I give it like a 3 out of 5. It's not a 10 out of 10 game to me, or a 5 out of 5 game to me, because of the reasons I gave, and there's probably more I could even give. I liked it a lot. Okay, don't get me wrong. The 3 out of 5, like, I don't like giving games scores, but the 3 out of 5, like, don't take it like, oh, it's mediocre. No, it's more like, I enjoyed it, it was fun, I had fun, and, I'm glad I finished it tonight. Would have liked to have finished it earlier today, but it's fine. And I probably will not go ahead and do any of the side stuff. I'll probably just go and look up things. Yeah, it's a great game, but it has its flaws. Exactly. Really, I think most people probably just end up playing it for the story. You know, like I said, Rockstar, their main design point of view is like the auto-aim. If you play this game with the auto-aim, you're probably going to have a better time than I did, but that also doesn't mean that the auto-aim is actually a good thing. It's not, because you're basically not really playing the game then. You're just literally following the script that Rockstar is giving you then. And that's not really, you're not really interacting with the game as you should be. And you should be dying, and you should be, blah, blah, blah. But if they designed it with the free aim in mind, they would probably have more interesting gameplay sections. They could probably do more interesting things. And it would probably be better than having the auto aim as the default and designing around that, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I'm gonna cut here though, and like I said, I will be live tomorrow with Pokemon Let's Go in the afternoon, for a couple hours. I do have work tomorrow again as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. I know it's weird that I did this, or I did the extra stream, but, yeah, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Special circumstances. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, have a good night. You're welcome. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Good night.